What does heaven on earth look like to you? Can you define it? For yourself, for others, can you paint a picture? For a lot of people, they'd say winning the lottery, lots of money, then I'd have freedom. Well, what does heaven look like to you without money involved? Because if money is at the foundation of it, you're fucked already. It's not going to make you happy. Sure, you'll get the yacht, you'll get some jet skis, you get some ladies, you get a nice house, you get a vacation, you get all these things that'll make you feel like you're taking a lovely break from capitalism, and yes, it'll feel good for some time, but it's not going to fill your soul. Here's the best way to think about it. If there was no money in this world, if money did not exist, what would heaven look like for you? That's the question you need to ask, because if you can't define it, you can't pull your destiny towards you. It's not going to just happen to you. So I took some time to start defining my destiny. What would heaven look like? And I started to dance with my partner in these ideas of what would it look like if money were no object? How would we want to give our gifts? How would we want to serve the world? How would we want to show up? How would we want to live? What would a day look like? And we started to dream and draw it out and map it in our minds. And you know what? That destiny started winking at us, started coming a little bit closer. And all of a sudden, this big crazy dream, which seemed like it was going to happen in the next 10 years, started giving us signs that it's on its way. It's coming. Because now that we've become clear about our dreams, we can actually manifest them. Every decision that comes up in our life, all of a sudden, we make these decisions based on, does it get us closer to our dream or further away? And even outside of all that practical stuff, there's all the magic, all the synchronicity that comes with you defining where you're going. You are the captain of your ship in this life. And if you just let life happen to you, you're not going to arrive on the proper shore, in the proper harbor, the proper place. And not a single captain leaves his harbor without knowing where he wants to point the boat and where it's going to go. So you got to start putting in the time to know where it's going to go. Where's your boat going to go? If money were no object, what would a dream day look like to you? You got to get past the fancy cars, past the fancy house, past all these things, this mansion, all these trips around the world. Fulfillment will look like you living in your gift and giving your gift as a service to the world, back to the world. That will fill you up. And all the rest will be the bells and whistles attached to it. But you got to dig deep and start figuring out, how do you want to give your gift? What is it that lights you up? What activities have you done before in your life, or moments have you had in your life where you felt electrified, where you felt filled up, where you thought, damn, I like that. Maybe I'm good at that. And then think to yourself, what if you did that every day? Or 5 days a week? What if you got paid really well for that? What if that was the thing that helped liberate you? Think about this. Somebody who's a musician, a singer, somebody who loves singing and it's their destiny. They focus on singing and they get paid for it. And if they really are in flow, they become an expert at it, and all of a sudden they are just doing the thing they love most, and it is helping them survive and thrive in this world. That is somebody living in alignment with regards to their career and their gift. Same thing for a painter, for a poet. Heck, it's even the same thing for doctors and lawyers and policemen and all these different people, for the ones that are actually in alignment. For the ones that say truly from their heart, I would do this if money were no object. And so I challenge you to start designing your future, because without knowing where you're going to go, without designing your future, without picturing Eden, the perfect day, your paradise here on earth, you're never going to get there. You won't, because you're the creator of your reality. And we live in wonderful times where the world is shifting and consciousness is raising. And now is the time, if you're watching this video, to start defining, where are you going? And as you face that question, you'll face your shadow. And it'll be scary, and self-doubt will come up. Well, what if I can't? That's impossible. Well, real estate costs too much money. Well, I'm not smart enough. Well, I don't have the right investment. Well, I don't have the right education. Well, what if people don't listen to me? Well, what if? Push all of that shit aside. The time is now to get serious about defining your destiny. And in doing so, it might change. It probably will change. But your ship is pointing closer to a destination that you're actually excited to go to. And again, it's easy to get lost in the capitalism. It's easy to make the money the goal because you want to be free from this prison system we live in. Flip it. Imagine that money was no object. Or imagine that whatever you did would succeed. What would you do? What would you do out of pleasure? Well, Alexander, I would just be camping all the time with my homies and friends and just doing adventures out in the woods and all this. Well, maybe you should look at that destiny. Maybe you should picture an adventure company where you take people out camping. Well, Alexander, I'd be taking photos and, and doing this and specifically flowers, and I love that. And well, maybe you should start that. Maybe you have a gift. Maybe as you do it, destiny will pull you into some magical space where you're allowed to actually live in your gift. You gotta find that. It's not gonna find you. And you probably have had hints of it in your life before. Think of moments when you were your happiest, when you were in flow, when as you were doing it, you felt whole. That's a hint. Do that thing a few more times to see if it awakens that flame, and then ask yourself, why aren't you doing that as much as possible? It's usually a limiting belief. What if you knew you couldn't lose by doing that thing? What if you knew that thing was your soul's purpose, here to unlock your destiny? Heaven on earth. Well, the good news is you don't have to leave your job and leave your family and go to a different country to try this out. Just try it out. And more, and again, and then vision into the future. What would it look like if you did this full time? What if money was no object? How would you give your gift? And as you do so, you will realize that your gift, your service, the thing you love the most, is the greatest expression of you and the greatest gift you could give back to the world. And you will be rewarded in proportion to the value you give to the world. And so finding your gift to give to the world is the most valuable thing you can do. A phenomenal singer, their greatest gift they could do is sing for the world. It makes them the happiest to do. It's the thing they can make the most money doing. It's the thing where the divine can come through them. Same thing goes for anything. So dig deep. That's what we're here to do. And remember that you will not reach the shores of your destiny unless you first have a vision of what they look like. Give it a shot, folks. Let me know how it goes. Leave a comment below if you're on this mission. Throw the video a like if it resonates with you. And thank you for being here. It's not easy to wake up and to start driving your ship somewhere, to define where you want to go. But I can promise you, from the experiences I'm having right now, that the moment you set the course, you won't even have to sail the whole way. The finish line will come and sweep you off your feet. Good luck out there, folks. Peace.